Hi everybody, welcome to the Huddle pregame show. I'm Keith Schweigert, he's Tim Gross, and we're getting you ready for Week 5 of the Lancaster-Lebanon League football season. We've arrived at the season's halfway point and there are some big games coming up, none bigger than the LNP Game of the Week, Cocalico at Manheim Central. The Eagles evened the record at 2-2 and opened up section play with a victory over Elizabethtown last week, while the Barons are 4-0 overall and 1-0 in section play after hammering Lampeter Strasburg 69-14. Tim, this has arguably been the biggest rivalry game in Section 2 over the last decade or so. What can you tell us about how this year's teams match up?
Well, Manheim Central right now is just in full juggernaut mode. I think they made a huge statement last week and going against Lampeter Strasburg and just, going for 500 yards and, 69-14 win. So, no one's been able to slow the Barons down so far this season. But Cocalico, they're 2-2, but the record might be a little deceiving because of the close losses they had at the beginning of the season against
some good teams too.
Pretty good teams they've gone up against. And I think one thing Cocalico is really good at is playing the, we're coming in as the underdog and we're gonna, put up a fight. And I think that's something that they've thrived on for years now. Going back to last year, Central won 21-15. So, I don't know if Cocalico plays some things right, they can keep this close, and I think that's what they're going to have to do, kind of drag this game into the mud a little bit to to have a chance. And
they're pretty equipped to do that, so we'll see. Another game we're keeping our eye on this week is in Section 3, where Lancaster Catholic will visit Anvil-Cleona Friday night. The Crusaders had a non-league game at Berks Catholic last week, so this is their section opener. And Tim, Catholic was a dynasty in Section 3 until about 5 years ago when they left the section and spent a few seasons splitting time between Section 1 and 2. They were all over the place. Now they're back down in 3, so how do you think they're going to fare against the Little Dutchmen?
I think Lancaster Catholic is really comfortable now in Section 3. They've bounced around between Sections 1 and 2 the past couple of years. Last time they were back in Section 3, they had won, I think, 7 straight section titles. They've only lost, I think, 1 league game during that span. Ed Groover has a pretty good feature story coming up about how Catholic is more comfortable in this situation. Also, Catholic, we talked about records being a little deceiving. Catholic lost 2 games to reigning district champions in Berks Catholic and Camp Hill. So they're feeling really good about what they're doing going into the league season. Anvil-Cleona coming off a pretty emotional win over Elko. They had a lead and Elko really pushed them toward the final whistle. So we'll see how Anvil responds to that. And, like I said, Catholic a lot more comfortable now in Section 3. So we'll see how the Crusaders can take that and kind of run with it.
Okay, well, thank you, Tim, and thank you for watching. Remember to visit Lancaster Online for news on all of this week's games and join us Friday night for live coverage of Week 5. And, of course, follow us on social media. For Tim Gross, I'm Keith Schweigert. We'll see you next time.